He's not a nice guy. He's definitely not a mean guy. He is very direct, which for me is a really good thing, right? I mean, for me, that's good. I'm like, okay, I'm a pretty direct person. You're a pretty direct person. Let's chop it up and let's try to see how I can help your company succeed, right? Or how I can, right, fit into your marketing team or this marketing role. The interview turned south almost immediately. But I didn't know it yet. I didn't know it at the time. And so he's asking me like, what can you do in this role? Just really basic questions, right? I mean, tell me a little bit about yourself. And so I give him the spiel. What can you do in this role? And I'm telling him all these things. I don't remember exactly what I told him, but it was generally like, I'm going to get you on all the social medias, increase engagement, and I don't know, like get your audience targeting on point, drive traffic, increase revenue. That's super vague. I understand that now. I get it. And so he goes, okay, so you think we need to increase our revenue or something like that? I'm like, yes. He said, okay, how are you going to do that? And so, and I'm just thinking like, I'm thinking to myself, like, I literally just told you. Like, I don't know what to tell you, man. And so my like brilliantly unencumbered mind
Oh, no.
just goes on to repeat this same laundry list of tasks that I was going to do for his company.
Yeah.
Right. And
Increase revenue.
Increase revenue.
Get him on social. Get him on all the social medias.
I'm going to tighten up those posts.
I'm going to like scheduling. It's going to be so good.
Right. And he's just like.
And drive traffic and increase revenue.
Right. And this guy's like, oh, okay. Right. He's like, awesome. How? And I'm just thinking to myself, dude, are you dense or what? Like, which is hilarious. And so pause, which is hilarious coming from my point of view, because I'm interviewing with the CEO.
Right.
And at this point, I really am thinking like, I don't
understand.
I feel like I'm getting punked.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like.
Why doesn't he understand?
I feel like I'm in the Twilight Zone and just, I'm having like an out of body experience. And he's just like, I might as well be speaking some alien language.
Yeah, it's like when you're joking around with somebody and they say, "Oh, I don't, I don't want nachos." What? I don't want nachos. What? And you just keep doing it.
And so, once again, I go ahead and what do?
You say it again.
Say it again.
Third time's the charm.
Third time. The third time. But I pretty much say it verbatim.
Nice.
Right? I pretty much say it verbatim. Well, I just want to make sure.
You're consistent.
I want to make sure that he knows what he's getting.
Yeah.
I want to make sure.
Do you think that he did?
I want to make sure he knew what he was getting.
Sure. Of course. Clear communication.
He's visibly frustrated at this point. Just visibly frustrated.
That makes two of you.
And I am too. Right. Yeah. Exactly. And he just like, and he's like, Ryan. Like,
he said your name?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Like, you don't have to tell me how my company works. Like, I know I'm the CEO. Like, you don't have to, like, I want to make millions of dollars or whatever it was. I want to get this into hands of every kid in America or whatever the goal was. Right.
Yeah.
And it's like, how are you going to help me do that?
Did you say it a fourth time?
Oh, God. And so, once again, I mean, just in a stroke of genius, I'm thinking, all right, maybe he didn't hear me the first 3 times. And so I don't repeat myself verbatim like I did the first 3 times. That would be too much. 3 times is too much.
Sure.
I added a few more words.
To mix it
up. And I basically told them the same thing. So yeah, like instead of increasing web traffic, maybe I would have been like, I don't know, like, oh man, I can't think of anything right now, but it just basically like,
Or instead of increasing revenue, you're like, increase sales.
right. Exactly. Literally exactly.
Get
that.
more sales.
Right. Get more sales, right? Get out there.
And he's like,
Instead of like being everywhere on the social media, be, you know, like distributing the content throughout all different channels.
right. Totally different.
Totally different.
I didn't even notice.
Right.
He did though.
That was it. That was the end of the conversation.
Mm.
And so this conversation is, the amount of time that we're talking about is very short, right? This is a very short conversation.
Mm-hmm.
And he got visibly frustrated. I'm not sure if he cussed or not. I think he might have. But I'm pretty sure he did. And then he like exhaled slowly. He was like, oh, okay. Do you have any questions for me? And then I asked a question that I thought would be like super duper smart. And he shrugged it off and barely answered it. I asked another question. He just stops. He's like, okay, I got to go. The recruiter is on the line with us. So is the executive assistant. They're both on the line.
The new one that just got hired.
And they're watching,
Like a ringside seat to this.
they're watching this train wreck. They're watching this train wreck of an interview just crash and burn, like just Hindenburg. You know what I mean? Just going down in flames. And
for those of you that don't know what that is, that was a giant blimp that burst into flames and crashed and killed a bunch of people.
Yes, we'll put it in the show. It's tragic.
Yeah,
Tragic.
really sad.
We'll put it in the show notes for you guys, degreefee.co/podcast. And so you can look it up, Hindenburg too, whatever.
Yeah.
We'll link to some stuff though. God. And so he says to her, all right, we've got some things to discuss. Call me later.
Somebody was in trouble.
Somebody was super in trouble for wasting his time and putting such an idiot in front of him. And then he just hangs up. He just hangs up. The whole thing couldn't have took 15 minutes.